Hello and welcome to day 2 of our 5 Days to Farewell 2019. Thank you for joining me again today. I hope you got a lot out of yesterday by sitting there and reflecting on the highlights of your 2019. Thank you to those who have shared in the group. I really appreciate your participation, and it's really lovely to see the comments coming through with what happened for you, what was big in your year, and so on and so forth. For those of you who are a little concerned about the privacy, the group is set at private, so the comments that you're sharing in there should only be able to be seen by those who are in the group. I will have a look at changing the group over to private just to give us that little bit of extra privacy so that you can feel free to share what you'd like to share. Of course, sharing is not compulsory, it's just if you're feeling called to do so, please go ahead by all means and share, because you never know what other people might get out of you sharing. It might help them move through something, or it might give them a different perspective. So yeah, share away, as long as you're feeling comfortable too. For those who are working with the essential oils with me through this process, today is day number 2 and it's about bumps and hurdles. So I've actually picked out 2 oils today. You can use either one or you can use both depending on what you have in your collection. Again, if you don't have these and you'd like a little sample to help you get through this, what we're working through today, please give me a little message or a comment and I'll get some samples to you. Not a problem if you're in Ukraine. So the oils today that we're working with would be bergamot, the oil of self-acceptance. And all you need to do is, if you're going to work with bergamot, is to drop into the palm of your hand, rubbing your hands together, and then closing your eyes down and making a little cup. And then just taking a few nice, long, slow, deep breaths. What this will do for you is really ground you here in the moment, because today we're going to be looking back at some of the stuff that hasn't been so pleasant. We don't want to put ourselves back in this situation. What we actually want to do is take a bird's eye view or a helicopter view, or imagine that you're sitting in a theatre and you're in a seat and the things that have happened are appearing on a screen in front of you. They're not directly affecting you, you're just observing and watching what's going on. The other oil, before I get too carried away, is the Forgive blend. Hang on, put the lid back on. Is the Forgive blend, the renewing blend. I really like this one for working through tough stuff. I'll just let you know what's in it. So it's got spruce, which is an amazing oil. It's also got bergamot in there as well. Juniper berry, lemon, myrrh, arbor vitae, nuka tree, thyme, and citronella. So it's a really nice little blend. The same thing again, if you've got this one, drop into the palm of your hand, rub your hands together, and some long, nice, long, slow, deep breaths. If you don't have the oils and you don't want to work with the oils, that's fine. Just make sure you're taking a few nice, long, slow, deep breaths before you get started, just to really center yourself and bring yourself to this present moment. So as we all know, that not everything's always smooth sailing in life. Quite often we've got plans for how things should work out, or expectations of how we feel they should work out, and more often than not, they don't work out that way. So we can often be met with challenges, obstacles, roadblocks, things seeming like they're not going our way at the time, but upon reflection, when we look back, we go, oh yeah, that's why that didn't work, because this needed to happen. So that's what we'll be looking at today. So once you've grounded yourself, whether you're using essential oils, you're going to use some mindful breathing to bring yourself to center, or if you're going to go and stand out and ground yourself on the earth, take yourself outside barefoot on the earth, and a few long, slow, deep breaths, and just really, really connecting right into that heart space, into the present and into now. And then again, grab your journal, grab your diary, notebook, whatever you're using to help yourself through this process, and start to have a look at what were some of the bumps or the hurdles that happened in your year. What cropped up for you that you weren't expecting? What were you challenged by? What were you What really came to confront you? What did you really have to look at this year and observe? And then I want you to think about, how did you handle these things in that moment? What were your mechanisms for getting through them? How did you cope with them? What did you do specifically to work through at the time, or have you not yet worked through them and you've just skipped over them and gone, oh, well, that's okay, I don't need to deal with that? What have you done? Then maybe take some time and think about, what did you learn about yourself during this time? Did you learn how much inner strength you have, or is it a lesson in resilience? Do you have strength there that you didn't really know that you had? Or did you react in a way that you're not comfortable with, or you're not proud of, or maybe there's some guilt or some shame there? Just remember, today we're taking that step back. We're not putting ourselves back in the situation. We're really just taking on that observer mode to see what's going on and really just find the little lessons and the nuggets and the wisdom that's in those moments where things didn't work out the way that we thought that they would. And that brings me to the next point, is what nuggets were in these bumps and hurdles for you? What now, when you're looking back at them from this perspective, what did you really learn in those moments, or what were some key things that stood out for you? Looking back, reflecting, are you a stronger person than you thought you were? Are you proud of how you handled yourself? What did you learn about yourself in those moments? And then what, if anything, would you do differently if this situation were to occur next time? Would you be more mindful? Would you stop and pause and take a breath before reacting? Would you walk away sooner? Would you set stronger boundaries? What would you do if that did happen again? Because a lot of our learnings come from reflection and just looking back at situations, not necessarily putting ourselves there emotionally, but taking that bird's eye approach. I know I keep saying that, but it's so important, because so often we get caught up in all the emotion and the drama of something that's happened, rather than taking that approach of, what can we learn from this? What can we get out of it? So that's day 2, bumps and hurdles. I'll leave you with it. Feel free to comment on the post with your learnings, your key takeaways, your key things that have come up for you, or what you've gotten out of today. That would be really amazing. And you never know who you might help by just commenting on the post in the group. So I really look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 3, and it's all about gifts and gratitude. It's a really great little day as well. So thanks again for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. See ya.